Hello, this is Nick995, and this is a different type of video where I'm going to be showing you guys my comic book collection. Now, I'm a big fan of comic books, huge, mainly DC and Marvel. I'm not really big into manga or anime, but I sometimes will go into other what do you call it, indie books, like you have Preacher or The Boys and Image Comics or Hellboy. But for this video, like I'm gonna have to split it like into maybe 2 or 3 videos, because as a very long video, it's gonna be a very long video. If I was to do all of them at once, there's about, oh my god, like at least 100 and something comics. Is a lot. And by comics I mean a trade paperback. So like mainly this or this, where you got the 6 issues in one, or you have 6 to 10 issues in one. Then we're gonna be going over the bigger ones, collections, where it's all 20 issues in one. An issue being a chapter in a book, in a comic book. So yeah. So this is only gonna be a part 1. If you're watching this, subscribe, like, subscribe, share the video. You guys know, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, please. Let me know. Yeah, you guys know, and pressing that subscribe button mark down there. Pressing that, please. Pressing it, or it's down there. I one of those sides, please. So we're going to start off with a Green Lantern. So you have a Green Lantern here, and I have a lot of Green Lantern because him being my favorite character, right? And with a Green Lantern is very unique in that the braver you are as a Green Lantern, and the more powerful you are. You create these constructs, like basically objects made out of light. It's so cool. It's pretty cool. It's a very cool thing. Yeah, Green Lantern. And now this one here being history of Green Lantern. It's a brief little history. It looks at Alan Scott, Hal Jordan, John Stewart, Guy Gardner, all of the Green Lanterns. See, it's like a classic. Yeah, we're doing like classic format. Whoops. So yeah, and there's many different versions of a Green Lantern. The Hal Jordan, and basically, yeah, aliens can be Green Lantern, humans can be. There's so many different. You have obviously Kilowog, yeah, John Stewart, Guy Gardner. This is one of my favorite ones where the Green Lantern Corps, they get corrupt, and then you got Hal Jordan. Well, the main 4 of them here, because there's like thousands of Green Lanterns. They gotta save the universe, otherwise the corrupt lanterns which they're having their minds controlled by something, by, I don't want to spoil it, but and then yeah, so the 4 of them, they have to team up and somehow stop them. This one here, this is a very good read, really good one. A New Guardians, look it up. Kyle Renner. If you guys into Kyle Renner and all that, you have Larfleeze, and you know this, the Sapphire and all that. They have Green Lantern here, and this is a rebirth. Really very good read, where they really tries to dig deeper into Hal Jordan's character. It's a really good one. Yeah, I got it for $10 to, and most of these books, they'll cost like $20, $20 to $25 at this size. Okay, we got more. Okay, I'm just gonna be going through them randomly. We got this is League Rebirth. If you guys know the Rebirth, right? You guys will know that they retcon some of the win from New 52, which is when after Flashpoint and all that. So around 2016, they started out with these Rebirth. So it kind of redoes Cyborg's origins a little bit. Looks into his past and his father and his powers. Him being a machine, half man, half a machine, and the machine side kind of taking over, corrupting him. One of them, this is a good one where it looks at her and Cheetah and the Amazonians. So yeah, and these are volume 1s. Volume 1 being mainly the first book in. Usually the book series, their volumes are 1 to 6. So yeah, and you got more down here too. You got a Green Lantern. This is the newer generation of Green Lanterns. Well, the new two main ones from Earth. Then you got Hal Jordan. This one I got recently. That's a very good read. It's a really good read. Sinestro. It's kind of like a Sinestro War a little bit. Core War. So yeah. Then you got a New Guardians Volume 2. With Kyle Renner again. So like look down here, that's Volume 2, so it's the second book in that series or whatever. Okay, we got more here. Ooh man, that's not even the surface as yet. We got classic books here. Like I'm gonna try and go over. Oh, it's gonna be random anyways. This is Kingdom Come. Now they changed the cover. One of the best artworks though in a book. The interesting thing about comic books is that you get to you will read it and then you get to see all different types of artwork. Like I look at Superman's face, like look how real his face is. Basically like real life. Alex Ross, I believe, is the author for it. Well, yeah. You got Wonder Woman. Where the hell is? Yeah, it's super real. It's super realistic. Like I look at this guy's. I don't know if that's Zeus or so, but look at his beard, eh? Like that's like realistic. So this one being a classic comic, I believe it was from the 1990s. And yeah, so it shows you some of the artwork. Like I'm very fascinated by artwork. Like I love to draw as well. If you look at the back, like let's look at that. Like look at Batman, Wonder Woman, and jeez, like it looks super real. You got Jay Garrick, Alan Scott in the back, I believe. And this is not really your main. So it's not the main version of Superman. It's like another version. And that's the thing with comics. They do retcons and different universes, which can be confusing because this will happen in this story, but they don't really follow up on it sometimes, or they'll go like all over the place. So more DC here. You got these two big books. This is more recent books. Around 2018, they made it. Scott Snyder. Look it up. That's a very good read. Where you got Lex Luthor, the Legion of Doom, I believe. Yeah, the Legion of Doom. They teams up with Cheetah, Gorilla Grodd, Joker, Black Manta, and they are planning to take down the Justice League with something called I can't remember what it was again. Entity, or I can't remember exactly what it's called, but yeah, they try to find this powerful a cosmic power or so. And it's a Justice League. It's like 9 Justice League members. Batman. I believe Hawkman was in it too. So it's really 10. So Batman, Flash, Green Lantern, Superman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter. So yeah. Then again, like this is one of the bigger ones. So a hardcover. Hardcover obviously costing more than the main cover. It's like this is like $55 for one. So yeah. Where if this was soft cover, it would be like $35, $40 cheaper. Okay, we're going over that. So and we got more over here. Now we're going into Marvel kind of. Epic Collection line. Now this is one of my favorite books. My favorite lines. They're basically classic Marvel books, but they're reprinted. So they're reprinted in color. They're made around 2014. They started making them, or 15. Where if you like Spider-Man, if you like any Marvel character, Black Panther, Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, you can go back and look at the origins. Like it looks at the origins, then like it goes way, deep into the past and shows you. So see, you get to see. That's the classic. And 1970s, 1960s. So Stan Lee, or Roy, what's the name? Roy Thomas, Jack Kirby, at those times. You got a Fantastic Four. This is the one I'm currently reading. And they have different volumes too, right? Volume 1 will come out usually first, but these ones don't come out like in order because you're going from the 60s. Marvel really started in the 60s, and it goes all the way to the present. But like there'll be like different eras. So sometimes volume 1 will come out, then volume 10 will come out. 10 being like the 1980s, and then the volume 4 will come out. So they don't really come out in order, and you got all these different books. What I have is just a fraction of what's out there. But Spider-Man. If you love Spider-Man, this is volume 1. So first appearance of Spider-Man. I believe one of the first. Stan Lee. Dr. Octopus and J. Jonah Jameson, Electro, like all the different Spider-Man villains. And it looks at his origin. So like you know, if you want to get into Spider-Man, like I recommend starting like with this. Like just look up Epic Collections, and again it's Epic Collection line. That's the main thing, right? Here's one. This is in the 1990s. Carnage and Venom. This is a very good read. A really, really, really good one. Yeah. Avengers. Volume 5. So early 70s. Really well done, like really well done. This one implements Black Panther into the Avengers, and you guys know, if you guys know Age of Ultron, where it introduces Wanda and what's the name, Vision and Quicksilver. It's kind of like that, but it's very good. That's a really well done book. Spider-Man Volume 4. The collection. This one had a funny part where Aunt May thought that what's the name, Dr. Octopus was good and Spider-Man was bad, because against spoilers, the society labeled Spider-Man. So yeah, here's one I read, one of my favorite ones actually. Fantastic Four, yeah, Doctor Doom and the Skrull, and Silver Surfer, Galactus invading, Inhumans. And then this one had Crystal. If you know Crystal, she's some sort of a Inhuman. So really, she makes it the Fantastic Five. And spoilers, what's his name? Mr. Fantastic. Like he has like a child, right? He and Sue has a child, and yeah. And they tried to cure Ben. I swear, Ben is one of the funniest. He's so good, like in these, like he's probably the best part of it. He is so good, and like just the dialogue is so well done. This is a late 60s, early 70s, mid 70s X-Men. Looks at Beast, heavily on Beast, and if you guys want an origin for Beast, look up Volume 4. It's a really well done book, very well done, but it's not so much X-Men, it's mainly Avengers, and it's a mixture, Captain America and Iron Man. So this should be like a mixed Marvel book. But because X-Men like was hardly in this book. It was mainly mainly Beast. Captain America, and yeah. And this one is really, really, really good. Very good. Black Panther, I wasn't a big fan of this one. This is late 70s, so Black Panther, him being introduced later on in the 70s, he wasn't by the late 70s he was being kind of introduced, or mid 70s, by what's his name again, Kirby, yeah. This one I felt like it was kind of a weaker book. I didn't really like that one. Moonlight, Origin to Moonlight, Volume 1. I know they have the series coming out next year, so I'm getting prepared. I want to know who this character is before the series comes out. Yeah. X-Men, Volume 2. Looks more at the origins of X-Men, and the original 5 X-Men is Jean Grey, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Beast, Iceman, and Angel. So yeah, if you watch X-Men First Class, it kind of a little bit that looks into that. So yeah. Okay, now we're going into more modern stuff. Still old, but this is Infinity Gauntlet. So Infinity War, it was based off this book. The movie Infinity War was based off this one. The Thanos where Thanos snapped. So it's the 1990s. So the artwork was a bit different. You have Infinity War. One second, hold on. Infinity War. This is different. It looks at the corrupt version of Adam Warlock, Magus, I believe, and this is in bigger scale. But it's confusing. I didn't like this one. It's very confusing. But like it basically expands on Infinity Gauntlet. But the Gauntlet before this, that was way more simple. A lot easier to follow. Okay. More classic. We're going back to classic. Or actually modern. Civil War. If you guys watch the Civil War movie, it's a very good. It's probably like one of the best MCU movies, Marvel movies. But this is, yeah. Really good read. A very good read. I don't want to open up the books, guys. If I open it, it'll spoil it for you guys. But issues 1 to 7. So yeah. That's a bit, this is very different from the movie. Because it adds, same thing with Infinity Gauntlet, like it adds way more characters. Because at Disney, obviously, back around 2016, they didn't have the rights to some of them. They had just got the rights to Spider-Man at the time of 2016, Cable. So it reminds me a lot of Last of Us, The Last Hope, where yes, this one little girl and she can, it's kind of time travel stuff where she can see the future and Bishop here. This one I got for sale. It was like, usually this is $54 and I got it for a $10, $15, $20. Cheap, eh? But the thing with this, there's a lack of dialogue. Was mainly heavy on images, like super heavy on images. Classic Spider-Man again, so kind of, this is like the Epic Collection, but it's black and white. Everything is black and white, right? See? So there's no color. Very, like, really well done. Like, very, very, very well done. I get lost here some more. This is called like essential. So again, black and white. Now I get lost when I read this, cause I have to wonder which page was I on. Like and the words are font is pretty small. Like I'm kind of nearsighted. The font will be small. So yeah. So this is the origins to Fantastic Four, the official origins. Volume 1. And I believe they're the first characters that Stan Lee made. So they're actually probably the first Marvel characters, I think. Beside Captain America. Avengers, so this one comes after the one I showed you. After Black Panther one. So, but obviously Essential, they're gonna make some of these in a Epic Collection, so they're gonna remake some of these like in color in the future, I think. Again, no color, like telephone pages. Okay, we're going back into DC a little bit. Then I'm gonna end the part 1. Batman Omnibus. I recently got this. Looks at Damian Wayne. So this is the biggest book I own, a single book. Looks at Damian Wayne, the League of Assassins, Talia al Ghul. A very good read, quick read though actually. So far, like I got this 2 days ago and I'm almost done it. I'm almost finished it. It's not very dialogue heavy, but it's mainly lots of pictures, like lots of scenes and all that. There's some filler in it. There is some filler. This is the first omnibus, and this one being the big one. It's the first omnibus that I've owned. And it takes up the size of like 2 epic collections. So big book, really big book. So this one I got a classic DC, Justice League. So Justice League in the early days. So Green Arrow, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, and all them. And we're going more in the modern time, so a more modern Arkham Unhinged. Arkham Unhinged. This is a good based on the Arkham City video game. So I don't know where the other one went, but yeah, this is volumes 1, 3, 4. I don't know where 2 went. So yeah, 4 is not that good. 1, 2, 3 were very well done. But yeah, so if you like Arkham City, like look up Arkham Unhinged. Just look up Arkham Unhinged. Here's another one for Green Lantern. The life equation. Where the new gods fight the Green Lanterns and the other lanterns. So Sinestro is involved, and you have the Star Starfire and all that. Pink Lanterns. This one, again, another modern book. It's a weird one where the Justice League of America had Hawkman, Green Arrow, a Green Lantern vibe, and Martian Manhunter. It was a weird one. And you had, what's the name again? Spoilers. Amanda Waller. She was the one in charge, right? With her always being a corrupt. She's the one in charge of the Suicide Squad, right? So, yeah. Not a bad read though, and not a pretty good actually. But volume 2, this one I wasn't that good. Okay. Our last 3 I'll show for this video then. We're gonna have to end part 1 now. Drax, it's kind of like Infinity War. It looks at, there's no Adam Warlock, right? But it looks really heavily at Thanos. And Drax and Drax in the comics, he looks at nothing like this, right? He looks very different. Where this is Drax right here. Like his main purpose, he's made to defeat Thanos. Yeah, it's a very well done book. And you have one for Star-Lord, like that's classic Star-Lord and all that. And as well as the other Guardians. And this is a very good book because you're getting a classic one in color. So this is I think it's the 70s, right? So you're getting a 70s book in color. Right. And I got that one for a percentage off, so it was like a $20 something, $25 at the time. Secret Invasion, the Skrulls take over. You got Avengers, X-Men, and Defenders and all that. So, Iron Man, Wolverine, Hulk, Spider-Man, Captain America, and the Shield. Like Shield is kind of corrupt from within because the Skrull, with them shape-shifting like into people, you gotta wonder who's who. There's a lot of wondering of who's who and who can you trust. Very good. I think this is just the first one. I think. Classic Flash, the last one for this video. One of my favorite classic. I like classic Marvel more than classic DC. Classic DC is, a bit more choppy. You got the typical good guy, bad guy, but the typical villain or whatever. Fastest man alive. So Silver Age. So this is the 60s. So at this point, DC was like 30 years old, and I believe DC was made in 1930s. So it's a long time ago. That's almost 100 years ago. So 1960s, it was 30 years old. Or no, this is the 50s or 60s, one of them. This is classic Flash and Reverse Flash, Rogues, Mirror Master, and all them. Captain Cold and Gorilla Grodd, and yeah. So, anyways, that's it. This is part 1. So, and I have more over there as well. If you look over here, I have more. That's gonna be for part 2 and 3. Anyways, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share the video, comment down below. Thank you.